Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here. Today we are doing what if Deku slash female Deku had an ice quirk part 2. In the last part we left off with them doing like the quirk test to see how far they could throw the ball with their quirk, and how I think just how they how strong their quirk is, and how they utilize their quirk for the various things they do. That what was tested in. So yeah. And also that pretty much Aizawa was winding I haven't really got a name for like female Deku yet, because I don't know. One of you guys suggested in like Izumi, but I feel like because if you guys want it to be Izumi, tell me and her name will be Izumi. But it seems like it just feels like it's too. Like firstly it feels kind of too similar, and yeah, I feel like a lot of people just fall back on that name as it's a name that could generally be used. So if you guys have got any other names, please leave them in the link. Please leave them in the comments down below. That's what I was meant to say. And her hero name, as one of you guys also suggested Ice Might as a hero name, which I like, but because they haven't kind of confirmed their hero names yet, you guys still get to choose. So yeah, so of course tell me if you want it to be Ice Might, and that's what hero name will be. But for now I will keep them calling her Icy, and probably all the way until I end the series, because yeah, I don't know, if you want to know how a quirk works and that, go to part 0, as I'm pretty sure I explained it quite in maybe, well, at least to a degree of what I could do within the time span I set myself in. So anyway, yeah, go to part 0 and that's really what part 0 is there for, just to explain roughly what her quirk is, or her quirk. Yeah, but anyway, let's get into this part because I'm just rambling. Anyway, so yeah, so Icy's mum, which is, I forgot her name. Her mum, which ain't her normal mum, but yeah, her mum is Todoroki. But nobody knows in the Todoroki family that she had another child. They just thought, because Icy and Saito, those two are twins. Of course, Saito is a boy and Icy is female. Yeah. So yeah, and she pretty much gave her to a friend to look after for roughly 4 years, which would kind of coincide with like the burn, roughly, I guess. Yeah. Well, roughly, not 100% sure, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah. But yeah, she's pretty much been training. Well, and she still does train. I see it in how to use a quirk, and battles. Well, has mock battles with on a one-to-one with each other, and occasionally she'll have a mock battle with Catch on, because why not? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, she picks the both up, and because by the time she picks them up, we've got like Icy's pretty much almost freezing the entire place as the staff quickly realise they should, stop stop making her embarrassed. As more embarrassed she gets, the colder the room's gonna get. As well, her mind starts, thinking through a load of things. So she starts getting redder and redder, and her quirk activates, almost freezing the entire place. Yeah, which of course she's not going to really notice, as her house is generally colder than normal. So yeah, it's like generally like a degree or two below. Well, no, it's a degree, a degree or two. So 1 to 2 Celsius above water's freezing point. So 1 or 2 Celsius above 0 to make sure water is still liquid, so they've got something to drink. Yeah, more so as I explained in part 0, and may have gone over it in part 1 as well. I'm not really sure, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, so she picks them up as her mum's like, walking, she'd feel, it being cold, and she would see, Icy quite embarrassed, and ice coming off of her, as my mum would go, well, I guess I've got to stop her, even though the staff who do really deserve it. As she goes over to us and goes, no, calm down, like mummy's here now, calm down. Yeah. As, she calms down then quickly, and yeah, of course then the room then definitely gets cold, as, well, her mum's not exactly that pleasant when it comes to, people winding her daughter up and that. So, well, yeah, they get quite a good scolding from, Icy's mum. And, back goes from, it's cold in here to it's freezing, with, it's just seeing, Icy not really noticing, as she's used to the cold, as of course the colder her body gets, the stronger her quirk is, which also mean currently I would say she's, I don't know, well, yeah, I guess by this point she's, because she trains often, pretty much day to day, she can almost go below, well, she can almost reach absolute 0. Not yet, but she can almost reach it. So yeah, so she is immune to frostbite and that. But ice still builds up, which will stop her from moving. Like, if it builds up too much to stop her from moving, her quirk will deactivate. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. And, because, go back and they're just, her mum's, Reese is like, you really need to, start getting more of a level head. I see, it's like, I know, but it's just hard to, and now, winding me up, it's like I should have frozen the place instead. Like, well, you could have in an instant, but that'd be quite bad, as you probably also would have frozen back ago here, and you've made him cold. Just look, he's shivering, and this is I'm a bit cold, but I'm warming up. So it wasn't that cold as Ree and Icy. It's like, no, not really. I guess that's because we're used to it. As Ree goes, well, you're more used to it than I am, I see, but that's, to be fair, as, of course, your quirk evolves around you, your body being, the colder it gets, the stronger your quirk is. Yeah. And pretty much, of course, probably one day being able to achieve absolute zero, which, yeah, well, yeah, and if you can achieve that, well, yeah, there would be nothing you can't do. You'd practically stop people in time. Yeah, you'd kill them in an instant. Yep, it would just be 1 minute they were, spouting nonsense, the next minute, nothing. Just nothing. She goes, yeah, I get it, Mum, I get it. Instead, go home, go home, spa a bit, have dinner, they would take back and go home and come back and then spa a little bit more and then have their baths or shower, whatever they have, and then they'd go off to bed. And then Icy would wait, her quirk would activate through the night, which would be like the first time in a while. And of course her mum would see, ice forming on her walls, which, like, she's like, why is that ice? I don't think it's that cold. As she's like, as she kind of quickly realizes, oh no, Icy, as she runs into a room, she runs into a, block of ice, which would be the door. Yeah. And she opens the door, it's just, what the door, when the door was there, of course, the ice froze over it, pretty much making another door to open. But as she gets through that, she manages to wake her up, which manages to stop the ice, as, even really, she's finding it hard to hold on to her, as she's pretty much very near absolute zero, so ice was forming very quickly, as, of course, I just, what was, like, she kind of wakes up in the startle and then starts crying, which, and of course her tears were just falling, and, fall and just shatter as they'd immediately go into icicles. Yeah, as I was like, that, calm down, what's the matter, as she would explain that, she had a nightmare and that. Yeah. And of course, a couple of days would go past by her, waking up, going to school, coming back, training, and that. And of course, she's heard from her that, like, at the end of the day, they're gonna finally get their first hero training, their first, like, hero class. Yeah. And she's a bit excited for that, but she's also, wondering, who's the teacher going to be, like, will it be All Might? Because I know All Might's, a teacher there, so could it be him? Like, who else could it be? As of course, at the end, of course, All Might, they'd funnel in at the end of the day, as they would hear running, in the corridor, and, like, I just like, that sounds a lot like, as just before she can finish that sentence, All Might bursts, shatters the door, and bursts through, the now, like, what would have been there, this shattered door, and goes, I'm walking in like a normal person, as she's just like, I'm pretty sure that's not normal, mate. You don't shatter a door and then claim you're walking through it like a normal person. That is very much not a normal person. Normal person possibly can't shatter a door on an instant. But yeah. As then, everyone's just like, oh my god, alright, Sachi. So they all freak out. Well, some of them freak out. Yeah, as Saito is just wondering, who Icy really is, who is she? She's got an ice quirk, but who could she be, yeah, she is just annoying him. Because it's like, he's half iron, half ice. Yeah. And of course, All Might would say his same speech in canon, so they would go down to the locker rooms, get changed, and get out. As well, everyone kind of be surprised on Icy's outfit, as it'd be kind of more to show more of her skin type deal. So at least as Max, to show as much skin as is allowed, to maximise her quirk's potential, because of course the colder her skin gets, the more lethal her ice is, and of course the more places she can shoot it out from without of course being restricted by her clothing. So yeah, plus her day-to-day clothes, her hero clothes, her school clothes and her hero outfit are made from a special, I would say it's a special material that can, stay quite, bendy, I guess. Not really sure what the word would be. But, it'd still be quite flexible. Even, nearing below zero, it's, it wouldn't get hard. It'd still be quite flexible. And that. Yeah. Yes. Well, of course, because she'd want something that at that temperature would still be quite flexible. So yeah. And that's what her clothes are made out of, and her hero costume would just be white. Well, it would be an icy blue colour. That's what it would match her hair and her eyes. Yeah, a bit. It would match her and her hair and her eyes. That kind of colour, icy blue. The picture doesn't really. Yeah, no. The picture doesn't actually show her right hair colour. I knew. I found it on Google. I was like, oh, that's cute. Yeah. So I took it. Anyway. Yeah. And All Might's we'll be doing a Heroes vs Villain mock battle. As he draws out lots, and it would be Kachan and Saito Todoroki versus I can't remember her name. I know her hero name. Uchaka, Uraka, and Icy. They're the villains, get a 5-minute time as they just put the bomb right on the top floor, and Katja knows not to step, to at least keep on the air, in the air, so that if she does decide to freeze the entire building, she got no, she's still able to move. So yeah, and of course, All Might would say over the speaker, the hero team can now go in. As she's like, can you just wait outside the, Kawasaki and Soraka? She's yeah, sure. I see. As it's like, thanks. As he steps in, just all you see is the building, it once was normal, and then this second it's just frozen, and yeah, like total focus. It's just like, what is going on? It's so cold in here. As Banco's like, dang it, I need to do this immediately. Yeah, they just walk up as she's she's just in her head finds it quite funny that her brother is unable to get himself unstuck, as he does want to use his fireside. As she's just like, if I had a fireside, I would use it. I wouldn't care it's from our dad. As she's saying that in her head, and she walks past with Ucha, Uraka's back. It's just like, don't think I'm out of it. It's like, I'm not, but you both can't move, so I'll just walk over and touch the bomb. That's what she does. And of course, All Might and then go, the hero team wins. Cat is just like, dang it, even though I knew you'd do it, and I still just couldn't get it. It's like, well, I guess you should have flown in the middle of the room then, or even outside the building, but I guess you aren't allowed to go outside the building. Who knows? As he's like, I should have asked All Might about that. All Might never really said that the villains could go outside the building. He never specified that they couldn't, so they quite easily could have just went outside the building. So yeah, and All Might is the children that were spectating, that also kind of finding it very cold. Is so much is like, dang it, now I have to find a new place. I just have to wait for that one to fall out. I just like that. Sorry, but it's probably gonna take a good 10, 20, maybe even a month or two before it truly falls out. Is that long? Is that it's like I didn't use my max, like my most powerful ice attack, which probably would have killed him in an instant, but I used it to a non-lethal level. Someone's like, a non-lethal level 4? What do you mean? It's like, well, I can almost get my ice to near absolute zero, as he's just like, you can do what? It's like, yeah, I can bring it to almost absolute zero. And yeah, of course you can imagine freezing someone, or someone touching me with me. Well, no, she wouldn't feel that cold, but her ice would be that cold. Well, yeah, it'd just be, but yeah, it'd just stop someone instantly, obviously. It'd kill them instantly. Yeah. Also, she'd be the perfect surgeon, as if she has to amputate someone's leg, she could do it while they're conscious. It'd just be freeze it at absolute zero and then just snapping it off. Because right through that, if she can get it penetrated right the way through, they wouldn't feel anything. Of course, right by the cold, right by the ice, it'd be freezing cold. But if you can control it exactly, it'd be it'd be ice, and then maybe -1 or 2 degrees. Not enough to go into, not enough to kill someone, but enough to get them quite cold, I would say, the least. Anyway, yeah. And that's where I'm going to end it. This part, I would say, is probably being all over the place. Hopefully I can get more level-headed in the next part. Yeah, more on a straight track, I guess. Anyway, if you guys have enjoyed this, if you enjoyed it so much and you want to see more of this, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video what if tomorrow do, and hey, goodbye.